Let's zoom on in. Kelsie's talking to Bill. He said that at the end of his life he had a hard time breathing. He tells me whatever it was, mostly affected his upper chest. It almost feels like when things start going bad, there's no like retracting it. So it almost seems like it went down in steps, okay? And then he says he's like a father figure to you. He passed suddenly, unexpectedly. Um, it's just difficult breathing. It feels like a weight on my chest. It almost feels like something maybe I don't go to the doctor for. It's undiagnosed until it's too late. It just feels like a heaviness, and then I'm like, okay, fine. It's like worse than I imagined. So it really seems like underlying medical, and then it declines, and it all just happens really quick. He goes, I didn't expect it. Oh, and Kelsie said, yes, he was my grandpa and we blamed the doctors. What happened? Because I can't say I disagree. He goes, imagine like parts of your body that shouldn't even matter, like not working, Kato. Like you go in there because your right arm hurts and then your left leg stops working. And I was like, what? What happened with this nonsense? Tabitha's like, she's on the edge of her seat. She needs the confirmation. Well, guess what? We're excited to bring it to you. Also, while you're filling me a little more in on why we may be blaming the doctors, I'm going to go ahead and just bring this female in as well, okay? So we've got, she's got cold hands, and she's wearing a muumuu, so maybe we have some clothes of hers or something that she wore, but cold hands on a female mean underlying medical, most likely a grandma energy. She has glasses and poofy hair and a hard time walking around at the end, so she comes in pretty naturally. Okay, Kelsie says he was sent home too early from the hospital for nothing having to do with breathing. So what on earth? And so what, he gets home, he gets home. Wait. That's my Gigi, great-grandma, his mom. Oh, I love this. I love that. I love how people are bringing in, like, their direct relatives. Like, hey, to confirm it's me, here's my husband. Hey, to confirm it's me, here's my mom. I love it. Her handwriting's a little scrambly, but we can get behind it. Okay, so, so you're saying that we think it was the doctors. He was sent home early, and then all of a sudden, what? He gets home and declines for something like did they look at what he went in for? What? Like, what did he go in for? Oh, remember when he said it was almost something undiagnosed, like it felt like something heavy on him, and then by the time we go to the doctor, it's almost too late, or like it's something heavy, and we like, okay, let's go see what it is. Remember? Like, rewind your brain to the first part of what I was saying, like, right when I was making this arrow. He got home and died in his sleep. Just like that? What did he go to the doctor for? My curiosity right now is wild. It was just an infection. That's a serious infection. He must have tried to treat it at home for a while before he even went in. Just an infection. Sounds like sepsis. Dang. Just an infection. The doctors send him home too early, and then he's sleeping. Oh, yeah, that's what it sounded like, for sure. So they send him home. Oh, you're okay. Everything checks out. And then all of a sudden he passed in his sleep. Yeah, he was in and out of the hospital, and no one would listen. And that's this whole thing where it's like medical weighing on him. Like, yeah, it was just declining, and it happened suddenly and unexpectedly. Was this like, I know you said, did you say this was your grandfather? He says he's like a father figure to you, puts a wing around you, says, he has no problem like mentoring you or being a father figure to you. He seems really sweet, and he's kind of like quieter, but really like he's gonna use his energy wisely to be direct kind of personality. She goes, yes. She said, yes, grandpa, second dad, and she lived with him, so it makes sense how he describes himself like that. And so he wants you to know he's at peace, he's okay. this is an interesting situation because I want to say, like, yeah, you know, they may have been negligent, but it's one of those things where I feel like it was hiding well, or to be very honest, I think they were checking the wrong thing. He may have had an infection, but like, let's say we have a cancer where you didn't find, and someone sends you home on antibiotics for some sort of you know, random thing, something so light. I don't even think, to be completely honest, I don't even think we knew what, not like I knew what we were doing, but like, let's say, like, you're treating some sort of infection, but there's like cancer, or there's a bigger issue right there as well. So, I mean, obviously I'm not a doctor, but he's at peace on the other side. And then he kind of like, I feel like I want to like make a quilt or something out of his clothes or whatever. Multiple like shirts or items of his clothing were kept after he ended up passing. And then this is your secondary guardian angel. She's wonderful. Bam. All right, no one else can sign.